It's that simple now, because because the thing is this: people are not getting married nowadays for status symbol. All my friends don't marry. Me too. I need to follow among. Yeah, I need to feel among and say, oh, I want to go and marry. And then you start wondering why you're having issues, because you didn't think about what you were getting into before you got into. You know what I'm saying? Like, now if you need to be, then communicate that with your spouse. This is how I feel. I really want to be, I really, because I'm trying to be the best husband I could be, XYZ, and all of that jazz. You understand? That's what I'm saying. Bring a reason that we can discuss and we can both say, oh, okay, I see that. Because reaffirmation is not it.
Hello. Welcome to another episode of Lost Lagosians, a podcast covering topics about Lagosians living in and outside of Lagos. I'm your host, Brother Mike. Today, I sit down with a longtime friend of mine, YB, and we talk about infidelity. Why do Nigerian men cheat? And how do they try to get away with cheating? Generally speaking, being unfaithful in relationships can cost you quite a bit. It can lead into the demise of the relationship, loss of trust. It definitely makes the relationship tense. And for those involved and their friends and families, when they find out, it makes the interactions to be tense between those concerned and can actually end the relationship. It leads to resentment. There's a feeling of guilt for those involved. In some cases, it leads to loss of respect and self-love. It can also hurt significantly, especially with the women involved, where they just feel kind of, what did they do wrong, or are they not good enough? It also applies to the guys, might I add. So in this episode, we talk about why men cheat. We also talk about why Nigerian men cheat. So sit back, relax, enjoy. Just to be clear, this episode is not suitable to all audiences. We do not condone cheating on this show. We're just having a conversation and trying to just rub minds together. Please do not forget to leave us a review on Apple iTunes. If you've not done so already, please just go ahead and leave us a review. It goes a long way. If you're enjoying the show and you find value in this, also help us share this episode with one or two people that you know of, and just spread the word that way. Without further ado, sit back, relax, enjoy, and let's get into the show.
The cheating in Nigeria needs to stop. Point blank period.
Cheating in Nigeria needs to stop.
Yes, Shebi, this is Lost Lagosians. The cheating in Nigeria needs to stop.
You can't make that statement. That's not I don't think that's a valid statement.
How?
It's not a valid statement because it's like saying the corruption in Nigeria needs to stop.
Okay, sorry. The married men in Nigeria need to stop cheating.
The married men in Nigeria
that cheat should stop cheating.
The married men in Nigeria that cheat. Okay, I'll take that. That sounds better.
The married men in Nigeria that cheat should stop cheating, and the married women in Nigeria that cheat should stop cheating.
That sounds better, but you need to know there are a host of reasons why people cheat, though. There are many reasons. Okay,
name some that we can have a conversation with and say, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to endorse, neither of us, just for the audience, neither of us is endorsing cheating at all. We're just having a healthy debate and conversation. So I want to be clear about that. So positions or stances, I can say that word, taken does not necessarily condone or endorse cheating. So just be clear about that for the record. But reasons why people cheat, for example, would be the need to be affirmed. So some people are in relationships where they're not affirmed, people need to be affirmed. That's one reason.
If you want to be
affirmation,
let's tackle it one by one. If you want to be affirmed, go and give Beggar money. Beggar will give you all the reaffirmation you want in your life. No, I'm serious now, because the reason why.
What if it's a deaf and dumb? You went and give your money to,
and then you switch to another guy. You understand what I'm saying? There are also gestures that will make you feel like, when they do one of these numbers, they say, "Hey, Baba, gesture." Even if they don't speak you, they do it for you. You feel good. But what I'm saying is this, right? Because we have this, like, just when you told me about this show, Lost Lagosians, And I said this, I was hanging out with some Nigerian folks, right? I'm married.
Oh, right.
And we went for one of my friend's weddings, yeah? And this was like, the guy was going to get married in a couple of days, right? So we all flew in early. We're hanging out. Most of them are married. They say, today is going to be fun.
What part of the, what part?
Yankee.
Okay.
Well, for Atlanta, right?
Okay.
Yeah, and so the guy was like, today will be fun, about including the guy that's getting married. Though. He said, okay, Mo will go, say Mo bring babes come house. And I'm like, hang on. What does that mean? What do you mean? Say, all of us now, we'll just we'll find babe, all of us go touch down, blah blah blah, and all that stuff. And I'm like, guy, I don't do that. But if now they do, I know they judge you now. Make I just go stay for hotel. I could come back in the morning when I don't finish. You understand? And you're like, guy, you don't lost. So like pretty much, if I'm not that, I was the anomaly. I was the weird one. I was the weird one because I don't cheat on my wife. I was the weird one, and that's becoming like in different sex. Like, okay, I left Atlanta. I went to go and visit friends. Let's say in LA. Different group of guys, Nigerians, same mentality. It's hard to find that, and then it's funny enough, you hear something like this. Oh my God, I really respect that though. Wow. See, you should really, since you don't marry, you never do anything outside. No, I haven't. Wow. Guy, I respect that though. But you see the guy that same night, man, the guy's launching another babe. And he's married. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, and I feel like, no, your heart must be, man.
Yeah.
Try.
So what you've done right now is you've defined the problem.
Yes.
So you've defined the problem. So let's tackle the reason. I think you've done so eloquently. Let's tackle the reasons. One of the things I said was that people need to be affirmed sometimes. Another thing is also,
which is not a valid reason in my book.
Everybody needs to be affirmed.
Yes.
Everybody, every human being.
Then don't marry. No, it's that simple now, because the thing is this: people are not getting married nowadays for status symbol. All my friends don't marry. Me too. I need to follow among. I need to feel among and say, I want to go and marry. And then you start wondering why you're having issues, because you didn't think about what you were getting into before you got into it. You know what I'm saying? Like, now and dudes are like, one more. If you need to be, then communicate that with your spouse. This is how I feel. I really want to be, I really want reaffirmation. This is what works for me, because I'm trying to be the best husband I could be, XYZ, and all that jazz. You understand? That's what I'm saying. Bring a reason that we can discuss and we can both say, okay, I see that. Because reaffirmation is not it. Next.
I mean, it could also be maybe there's no love in the relationship. People get together for a host of reasons, though. Let's not forget that.
Yes.
People get together for many, many reasons. Some people get together maybe for maybe to get a green card. That's very common in America. Some people get together for green card. They're green card marriages. That's common. Some people get together because of money. Maybe this guy can meet a need they have. Then there are also people who get together because the biological clock is ticking.
Right.
So this happens more so for women than men, unfortunately, because of biology and whatever. I'm not going to go into details. But because it goes both ways too. And a woman might be in a position whereby they are marrying opportunistically. This is the right time. This is the right guy. I've already sown my wild oats, whatever, it's time. So there are many reasons, but the love, the mind might not be there. So marriage, as a matter of fact, if you look at the history of marriage was actually not meant to be romantic. The history of marriage, how marriage started, marriage was never meant to be romantic. Marriage was a way of extending wealth among the wealthy. The commoners and the peasants marriage wasn't for those people. Again, going back, 200 years ago. Go ahead.
But that's what I'm saying. So, if you say that, in what perspective? Religiously or by law?
Marriage is a social construct. Marriage is a social construct. And you know why, again, we're just having a conversation here. Marriage is a social construct for the grandization. God, too much grammar today. Grandization of society. Making society bigger, making society grander, making society much more much more sustainable. So in other words, if people were to be having kids without marriage, the society has to take care of the kids as our human evolutionary process. We need to be responsible for the children. But we collectively, the people, we need to be responsible for that. So and the government in developed worlds, in developed countries, the government ends up stepping in and taking care of the children. Single moms, blah blah blah.
You're talking about Yankee, brother.
I'm talking about Yankee. I'm talking about UK, not Nigeria. I'm talking about Canada.
All these children will find their square roots.
They'll find their square roots.
There's no community coming outside saying you want to come and take care of the kids.
I know, but stay with me. Your question about marriage and why people cheat. Kind of let's stay on that. I hear what you're saying on that.
Let me Google. I just Googled this one real quick. The main goal of marriage earlier on was to act as an alliance between families. Throughout history and even today, families arrange marriages for couples. Right, the most couples didn't marry because the most couples didn't marry because they were in love. They married for economic liaisons.
There you go. Thank you. You are making my point. That's exactly what I was telling you. They are marrying for economic
alliance
reasons. For alliance, exactly. That's what I said 2 minutes ago. So marriage itself is a social construct which was meant to just, there's a Queen of England, and then there's a Prince of Sheba or whatever, and then there's the Queen of Ethiopia, and then there's a Prince of Oba of Lagos, whatever. So let's continue and let's retain the wealth. It was during the Shakespearean era when marriage became something. Then Hollywood came out and made marriage be more romantically involved, and people started romanticizing marriage. Marriage, at the end of the day, is need-based.
But let's not forget about the culture surrounding those eras. You understand? For example, culture surrounding those eras say that you can marry. Yeah, so Queen of Sheba can marry Prince of this man, but also Queen of Sheba knows that this prince will have 37 concubines and is allowed.
Very true. To satisfy the emotional need
of whoever. And she...
No, to satisfy them. So the woman is the wife, but I can have a lover. My lover as the King of England or the Prince Charming of England might end up being my gardener's daughter.
Right.
And that, so in other words, the romance was compartmentalized. There's a book by Esther Perel, really, really, Mating in Captivity. Really good book. Again, not endorsed, but not endorsing this show. But the point I'm trying to make is that, marriage is actually originally meant for one purpose, and people were meant to get other things on the outside. So your first comment I said you couldn't make was that people need to stop cheating. And I was like, you can't really say that, because what romance today, what people expect is to have one person that will satisfy everything for them. They want their wife to be their best friend. They want their wife to be their lover. They want their wife to be somewhere that will tie them in the bed, and do a double backflip. They want their husband to also be Prince Charming. They want him to also be the provider. So it's like you want everything in one package, and that's very tough. So if a woman cannot be all of that, or if your husband cannot be all of that,
it's not going to find somebody outside.
It will naturally. Again, none of us is endorsing cheating.
The way you're sounding, you're suspect.
No.
Okay,
no.
Check this out.
I'm not justifying it.
I know.
I'm just telling you that. So every marriage, people need to find out how to get everything they need in that relationship. If you can't, water pass Gary. Remember we say in Nigeria. Good water pass Gary.
If water come pass Gary,
now water you go to drink.
Okay. So check this out.
The fool.
Okay, so check this out. Check this out. You're married. Let's say not you, but someone, a guy is married. Not even Nigeria, because people cheat everywhere, right?
Right.
So but it's just the reason why I say Nigeria is because, one, I'm a Nigerian and it's rampant in our culture.
Very, very true.
You understand?
Very true. Rampant. I don't want to go about Nigeria because I've been in Nigeria.
It's rampant in our culture. Even when I went back to visit. Do you understand? Like, it's rampant. And funny enough, you might just have to cut ties with some folks, because it will start seeping into your own life, where you feel dang, like, dude, it wasn't really like this back in it. I can't keep fucking around with you because So anyway, example, right? I digress. Anyway, example, a guy is married to a woman, right? And the woman is not giving, she's like you said, for example, he's not getting A, he's not getting B, he's not getting C, he's not getting D, he's overwhelmed. You communicate with the woman. Still doesn't work, right? You guys go to counseling. Still doesn't work. Brother, find your square. Because you're not doing anybody a favor. You leave.
No. Not if kids are involved.
What do you mean?
If kids are involved, you can't find your square root like that.
You don't see.
If kids are involved, you can't find your square root.
No, because
if there are no kids, you can find your square root.
No, do you know why? Because
it's expensive.
But you better take care of her and the kids than hurting her in that marriage. There are women that would rather have you go than for you to hurt them in that marriage. Because this woman is a woman that, yes, she's not giving you A, B, or C, but the D, E, and F she's giving you D, E, and F with all her might.
100%.
You understand what I'm saying?
I got you.
So she'd rather you leave and then you pay your child support jejely or take your jejely, blah, blah. Of course, because the reason why I say that is this, except, which this is another new wave that I'm seeing, right?
Yeah.
Except you tell the woman, Omo, CEO, this marriage now has just turned to open marriage and I want to be doing what I need to do outside. I know people that's their marriage now and it's like open. The woman is like, go, just don't come back with diseases, wear a condom. Which is absurd to me, but hey, I'm not judging anybody. Yeah, I'm not judging anybody. It's wild, but I'm not judging anybody. Whatever floats your boat. But I'm just saying, like, because then think about the nice guy, the single guy that really wants to take care of his wife, really wants to, and then meets that Nigerian girl that same way. Understand? You can imagine how she can miss the blessing because of what other rude boys have done to her.
Yeah, right.
Because the conversation she'll be having with this guy, the guy will be like, where is this coming from? Like, what did happen? What did do you? And Nigerian guys have a history of, you see, our damage is not regular damage that we do. We do that TikTok thing, emotional damage. We enter the babe where the babe is like, when we leave a babe, she's damn near ruined, bro. Like they enter. I mean, there's the reason why I agree we need to do an episode of this, because we're not talking about women, we're talking about the men now. Because
the guys,
because women too have their own that make guys go crazy. You understand?
Yeah.
But that one's for another. We're just focusing episode, on the guys. You understand? Yeah. Just like for example, just like a woman slaps her husband, then the husband punch her. You see, that doesn't make sense to me, because when the woman slap you, you can walk away, because you cannot compare your slap and your wife's slap.
Yeah.
You cannot compare your punch and a wife's punch. So the excuse is, hey, she provoked me, so I you understand what I'm saying?
That's domestic abuse. That's another.
You feel me? That's another thing. But the reason why I say that is this: the man cannot say, because she's not giving me this, she's not giving me that. That is why now, nigga, you're making a choice. At the end of the day, you're making a choice.
It's very complicated. Again, I'm not advocating anything.
You're making a choice.
I'm not advocating anything. It's very complicated.
It's harder for women to cheat than men. Just if you just think about the whole idea of cheating. The guy.
It's harder for. Hold on, let me process that. I have like.
Sorry.
Intel 7.
You might need to
you
catch
have
up.
i7.
You might need to catch up. Yeah,
I might need to catch up.
I'm on iOS 15.
I know. So let's kind of digest that. So just sorry about that.
A woman is just physically, like, if you just think about aesthetics, right? The process of cheating is harder for a woman to cheat than a guy.
But a woman is harder to catch cheating, and a guy is easier to catch cheating.
Right, because of how easy it is for a guy to cheat. That's why
I won't give you that. I'm sorry. I'm not.
Let me give you an example.
If you go on Tinder, for every guy there's about 10 girls. And I'm not on Tinder, so don't look for me on Tinder. Or if you go on Plenty of Sheep, Plenty of Sheep? What do you call that? Plenty of Fish. Tinder. What's the other app?
So you're saying in all those apps there are more women than men?
There are definitely more women than men. Yeah.
Doesn't that prove my point?
There are more women than men. How does that prove your point?
It proves my point, because the women are trying extra hard to get the guy. The guy
Good,
is like,
man.
I
I
can
don't
get
know.
whoever I
This
want.
is 1 a.m. I'm not. Your logic. We need another episode for this. Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. Just, okay, for example, in a club, right?
Yeah.
A guy is dancing with a girl. Hey, girl, let's do this. Everybody, let's go upstairs. Okay. The guy zips down, brother. Zips down.
That's it.
Totally is out. He's ready to go.
Yeah.
Woman has to sit down.
The environment, the light.
Come out this, come out that. You know what I'm saying? It just takes a lot. And with all that step, she's thinking.
Yeah.
She's processing, trying to figure out this. Should I not?
Yeah.
But you know,
guys,
zip, all the thoughts are out.
Yeah.
It's as easy as a zip down for guy.
So you are saying that it is harder for women to cheat. That's your argument.
Of course. Yeah, no.
Okay. I'm taking a little bit to
see it. Whoever wants to argue with me should come on the show. I'll take a day off of work
to debate this. I'm a little bit. I mean, it's taking me a little bit to process that because I take the opposite position. I think that it's I think that's harder for. You know why I say that? Because statistically, women have sex offered to them, you know, as early as age 11 or 12. But a guy might even go to 20 and not have opportunity to have his sexual intimacy. So it's actually harder for guys to be intimate with girls. Try young boys. If you look at a boy and a girl, it's harder for a guy to actually be sexually involved, and it's easier for a girl because the girl has sex offered to her in every corner, but the guy, it's harder for the guy. So from that's the lens I'm seeing it. But now you're saying no. It's harder for the guy. I'm like, how's it harder for the girl? If the girl at every corner, you know, there are 10 guys or guys that are ready to, you know, be involved. You know, I think I want to argue the contrary, but you know, we have to speak a little bit more about it. And
we're gonna have to talk about it, man. Yeah. Because I mean, women are. I mean, just think about it, right? You have a son, you have a daughter.
Yeah.
You buy a soccer ball for your son. You buy kitchen sets for your daughter.
Yeah.
With spoon and all the stuff. You know, you see where that's going. You're already teaching up. She's already playing house. You buy her a doll. She's already playing baby. Yeah. She's already playing nurse, feeding, all this kind of stuff. Prepping her for wife material, woman, babe, all of that.
So she's more in that condition, but the boy is more like a player. Because he has the ball and he can play, and
the guy is more like, you know.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just having my notion is being challenged.
Yeah, so I feel like we as Nigerian men, if it's late for our generation, then our sons, we need to raise them better in the sense of how I was having a conversation with the guy in Nigeria. The guy said, he called me, said, guy, I need a favor from you.
Yeah.
I was like, but me and this guy, we have a mutual friend that's a girl. Yeah. In Nigeria, and she is in the best position to help him with that situation, right? And I was like, bro, you remember so and so now? She can help you with that situation. My guy, they follow you talking, they bring girl inside them. We think girl won't do. Like the notion of how he just thought about a female was like, what do you want? Me and guys, they talk
less of a human, perhaps.
Yeah, I'm like, but rewind when we're in high school. We're all buds. We're all best buds. But now that we're grown, something shifted in his brain, where he's like, me and you, they talk man to man, they bring woman. Which woman won't tell us?
Yeah, I understand. But so the guy is married,
No, the guy is married. You can imagine the kind of home they're in. Woman is, I don't know, but I don't think the woman will have any say.
I like your position. Fortunately, that's an opposite position.
It is. Can you imagine?
I've been challenged here, and I have statistics and data, and I have
check this out.
Check this out. My position up.
Check this out. When you post this, I can almost guarantee a couple outcomes. One, guys will hate on me because of my stance, and there will be more in your position. Women might be on my side, right? But at the same time, you know, I mean, women would I would hope
be on
that
your side.
Right, women will be on my side. You understand? But majority of men would be like, I think this guy is young. Like, which guy
guys, what do you guys think?
Know,
Sorry, guys.
They will say
Let us know. Yeah,
no pun
they say
intended.
they lost Lagosians, really lost. Let us know, guys, in the comments if you're watching this on YouTube, or if you want to reach out to us on Twitter. Let us know. Or you can email lostlagosian@gmail.com. And if you'd like to be on to also be part of this discussion, please just kind of reach out. But the summary as we wind down, the conversation I've been having with YB here is that men need to stop cheating. Saying that sounds funny. Married Nigerian men needs to stop cheating.
Yeah, we need to be calming down. Let us be calming down.
Let us be calming down. That's heavy.
You
Because
might look at your facial expression.
I know I'm struggling with it. Because in Nigeria, there are men that is an arrangement within their wife. Not even in Nigeria, even in America. Forget Nigeria. Even in America, look at Elon Musk or Donald Trump. I mean, I can name names and names. Even big names in sports, in athletics, all over, politicians. Bill Clinton, Elon Musk already, LeBron James, a lot of these guys, they just don't make it public. Tiger Woods, they're like, okay, let's have an arrangement. So it's a very big, and that goes back to my comment earlier that I made about what marriage is meant for. Very few people have the complete package. By very few people, by my own unofficial statistics, I'm saying probably 1 in 5. That is why 1 in 2 marriages divorce within the first 2 years, at least in America. Nigeria will be worse, but it can't be because there's no society in place. The system is not there to support it. Look at during the pandemic, we've had the most amount of divorce. So marriage is under attack. If you want to say that, I will agree with you. But because there's these expectations that Hollywood, Disney has put in the girls and in the boys too, that is what women are, this is what guys are, and those expectations make people to have unreal expectations. I mean, in Nigeria, guys don't even wear their wedding rings. In Nigeria, guys have many opportunities. Men flirt, like men that are married. Everybody know they are married. Even the women know this guy is married, but they still flirt with him. So that's deeply rooted. So I agree with you in that regard.
It's deep.
I think your premise might be a little bit. It needs to be constructed more properly.
I mean, of course, we're just talking.
Yeah.
We're not. If you want me to prepare for it, I can come back with facts. You understand?
Yeah. And you would have facts. Yeah.
And stats and stuff. Yeah. But this one, we're just yarning. I'm telling you my opinion and how I feel.
Yes, yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Too is my opinion.
So there's probably a lot of
nuances,
stereotype, generalization, and stuff like that. I agree. There's a lot of that going on in this conversation. However, the cocoa of the oral is, let us be calming down. Haba is a lot. It's a lot. Because now think about it. Now think about you, for example, and your friends that are married that cheat. Think about the position they put you in when you go and visit their family and their kids.
It's awkward, yeah.
Awkward as shit.
Yeah, it's awkward, yeah. Then don't be their friends again.
Friends that you've had since high school.
I know, yeah.
Niggas that you've been with, like that know all your dirt.
Yeah.
Niggas that you guys grew up together. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's rough.
I got you.
It's rough.
I got you.
You understand? So
I got you.
But no long thing.
Any last word or anything that you want to leave out to the guys?
Naija guys, I love you guys. Speaking of no vex, I'm just and the other guy I called it out. You're not really a tout. I was just saying it's an expression and stuff like that. That your friend. I don't want to make you. I should see all your friends are autists. I just
I made it not come bully you again.
Anytime where I visit Nigeria, nobody go block me for MMA. God forbid.
No. They're doing well. Yeah, they're fine. You fine. Just you deal with me, so I venture my coverage. You're good.
They're good at
You're good. No, thank you so much. Thanks for being here, YB. Really fun
of course,
to catch
bro.
up with you.
Yeah, man. Anytime, bro.
Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for listening, and until next time, a cool Nibajel. All right, bye now.